Well, first of all, huge news for you. The Pope died, so that's big for you.
Pretty sick. I'm really hoping. You know what? I've been thinking about this. It's about time we get a Jewish Pope, don't you think?
I actually was thinking that.
Like, what the fuck? Like, there's never
diversity
been
in the Pope.
Yeah, there's never been a Jewish Pope. It would be really fun if they do a chick.
Chick Pope?
That would be his last wishes, because he was like the super lib Pope.
He was his the lib Pope, but he kept calling people gay and stuff. Yeah. He went back and forth, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's brought us a lot of joy, so we actually have to thank him.
Yeah.
Remember all of his scandals?
Well, he had, what was the one? I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, but he kept saying the... we could just bleep it out.
He kept saying he was a Vegeta.
No, he kept saying there was so much f***atry.
Yeah.
That was the best, that word. I go, there must be a translation thing going on here. There's no way he's just like, the f***atry is out of hand in the church.
That's what I'm saying. That was his big scandals. He kept saying shit was too gay for him.
Yeah.
But he's brought us some joy. I remember we had the Black Pope bit, classic Boyscast Black Pope bit.
Black Pope was solid. They spinning.
This is Def Comedy Jam as performed by Danny Polishuk. Hey, well, imagine we had a Black Pope. Yeah, rims and shit on the Pope mobile.
There might be a Chinese Pope or Asian Pope.
Asian Pope's
like up there for like
really?
Yeah, for the, because they have like their people who they think are gonna get it.
I saw there was a black guy that was actually in one of he might potentially the conservative black guy.
Oh, that'd be good. They should
You'd be happy with that?
No, well they should
that'd be good.
They should go full conclave style.
What's that?
Do you remember the movie Conclave? You never saw it? It was like a big Oscar movie this year with like Ralph Fiennes and Stanley Tucci. It stunk. Everybody was like, it was so good, and I watched it, and I was like, but anyways, the big thing is, so they're picking a new pope, right?
That's got to be a big deal, right?
What?
They must have a whole procedure for that.
Oh yeah,
do they do elections? Do they have to do debates?
Oh, dude, you've never seen Da Vinci Code or whatever with
hand-to-hand combat for the.
They have this thing. It's called conclave, where they basically I don't know if it's the cardinals or the bishops or whatever. They like everybody who's like in the running and all the people who do the selection. They lock themselves in the Vatican in this like, and then they can't.
The last man to leave is the Pope.
They can't leave until they've selected a pope, and they have all these votes.
Do they leave the Vatican ever? Don't those guys live there anyway?
Or like whatever, a certain building, like whatever, maybe St. Peter's Basilica or whatever. But they
4 men enter, 1 pope leaves.
Buddy, it's like 200 men or something. It's fucking
really, and it's 200 men who've sworn off pussy. So these guys want it.
I know, yeah.
I was kind of thinking that you almost can't trust a guy that's sworn off pussy. And by the way, because they always say they get like a lot of gay guys there. It's like, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people made that point, but like, imagine you're like, you want to be a comedian, and you go, the only thing is, obviously, you can never have sex with another woman again. It's like, well, every comedian would be gay. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
You'd obviously.
That's what I think. Colum said that in Ireland. Like, that's the thing where when you have like 8 kids or whatever, and there's one fruity one,
they send the fruity kid over.
They send the fruity kid off.
It's kind of obvious, you know.
Yeah. But anyways, Conclave, huge piece of shit, even though it was critically acclaimed. But anyways, the premise is that right at the last minute, because they're like, this one pope comes in, or this one guy who's like in the running. He's from like, I can't remember, somewhere in the Middle East, and he's like, oh, the old pope like sent me a letter saying to like come or whatever, and then they like let him in, and then they're like picking, and they can't pick, and there's all the front runners, and then they finally at the end pick this guy, but then his big secret is that he's a hermaphrodite.
So he was actually the woman pope.
Yeah, you're like literally
that's a pretty good job for a guy
that was like
with
literally like 2 hours. The payoff is like he's intersex. I was like, shut up. Literally throwing popcorn on my screen.
Beat it.
Fuck off.
Miss me with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what happs. They go in, and then it's hand-to-hand combat. One pope exits with the holding the carcasses of the other front runners.
Pope Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. But he did that. He had the scandal where he slapped the woman's hand, if you remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
It's crazy because
he's had a couple of funny moments, man. He was a big meme pope. He was the meme pope.
Yeah, they're all vying for who gets to fucking wash homeless men's feet at Christmas time.
And the body's not even cold.
No, I know.
That is true, though. It is like you're begging for a job where you get to fucking kiss some feet.
Kiss some the dirtiest feet. Like you like fucking on an episode of Jackass or something where you're like, who like literally you go to Skid Row, the 10 most disgusting men.
I'm Pope Francis, and this is washing a bum's foot.
Bow, now.
This is kissing bum's feet.
It's like Steve-O just like throwing up on the feet. The Pope's just like, what's the problem here? Sick.
Guys,
This is awesome, man. I don't know what you guys don't like about this.
I was actually saying that with the plumber influencer. That's because you want a guy named Carl. I was saying this the opposite of that is like when girls go in to get a pedicure from an Asian place, and then it's like Asian, and then just like a dude named Carl. It's like, let's get those toes out. Get him out. His hands are rough too.
You do actually see them sometimes at those places where there'll be like this odd, just one Asian dude, not gay.
Well, yeah, no, you do not.
Yeah, sometimes you do. I remember, where did I go? Mall of America when I was doing shows there, and they had, I went to go one of those massage places.
He's gay. I got news for you.
No, I wasn't gay. There's just all these just old Asian men. Old Asian men give fucking solid massages, let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't like a massage by a dude. That sounds more like
best massage I've ever had in my life was from some old Chinese man in China.
I'll take a worse massage from a chick.
Yep. Not I.
That you're about that life, yeah.
Oh, man, I support the boys. Not Ryan.
They had, I guess his other scandal, he had the transgender chicks where he kept bringing the trans chicks in. But he was sort of like the lib pope. Like he was. He had him for he was like not your grandmother's pope sort of thing. You know what I mean?
No, he was not.
And he was like pro-immigration. I think people didn't like that much.
No.
So I guess that's a big dispute whether they get like a lib pope or a conservative pope.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how it works because they all just vote. I guess so. They just.
So what happens? Like everyone in the
they all just get locked in with all the candidates, and then I think it's. Basically, I think it's every day they like light like everybody looks at the steeple or whatever, and if black smoke comes out, it means they haven't picked one, and if white smoke comes out, it means they have picked them. So then every day they just
sort of like a gender reveal for the
kind
Pope.
of. It is literally a gender reveal for the Pope. Basically, it's the OG gender reveal. And then they just fucking all just, get in there and they just figure out who the next Pope's going to be.
Do you think the Pope makes a final request where he goes, they read his will and testament, and the last thing was like that I want any fucking, don't want a sausage party at my funeral, so it's like only fucking fit bitches. Just like a fun.
Just fucking.
And he goes one thing, and he goes, his new thing is, he goes, I want my funeral to be like full fit bitches, and my only request is the new Pope's not hotter than me.
Maybe they bring Ratzinger.
I don't want some Pope with a bigger dick than me.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
You have to measure the dick, and he doesn't want it to be bigger than Francis's.
No.